Tinduk balisele insomi Kwakuko indoda ndandithanda kakuminda Yinika inhliziyo yami wayilahlela.
Okay, now that we're done with the sound check, everything is good to go. I'm going to see if I can grab Palesa just for a quick chat outside. Come see. I'm getting ready to perform at the Mantso Lifestyle Experience, brought to you by none other than Palesa Mokubung. I'm absolutely excited, and I just managed to just pull her aside for a minute or two to say, tell me a little bit more about how we got to this point. She's, a global icon when it comes to fashion design, but she's now started to branch out into the lifestyle area. Yeah. And and I thought it's so fitting because I'm also trying to pivot a little bit, from your hard news and corporate communication, going into more of your creative side, media, and a little bit of music on my end as well. And I thought, let's sit down, let's have a chat. Tell me a little bit first about your journey, how you got to this point, and what made you think, maybe, just maybe, I want to go on a different hustle.
Yeah. Well, I've been doing this for a really, really long time, and I think so have you. And I think the key word here is pivoting, because when you've kind of mastered something, and I say mastered because I know that I've done well in the fashion space. I know that.
Yes, ma'am.
But I also know that there's still more to do, and it might not necessarily be just in the fashion space. I am an artist. I come from an artistic family. My father is a full-on creative. My brother creates all our prints. It's in my blood. This is a It is. It's in your DNA. It's in my DNA, right? So it was only natural for me to kind of want more and feel the need to do more, even for others, because I know how difficult it is to break through, in any creative, industry. So this platform is great because it doesn't only just focus on the fashion element. I mean, we've got models coming through later, and we've given a bunch of different models, the opportunity to walk here, and which, I think the goal for every model is to do SA Fashion Week. And I'm saying to you, but if you have an avenue, like we do, which is it's a tiny little space. I mean, we dressed it up, but it wasn't like this a few hours ago. We can give models an opportunity to train here.
It's a step towards SA
train
Fashion
here, before Fashion Week. But it's also a platform for artists, I think, like yourself, who have something to say and need the platform. I have the space. I haven't always had the space. I mean, at some point we worked in a tiny little space. And I had my office, my workshop, everything there. And now I've been blessed with the space and the room, and why not share it? I think it's also an age thing. I'm just at a place where it's really important for me to give, but also the understanding, the responsibility I have as a lead female designer in South Africa. I know that I have a responsibility to give to others. So today you're going to be seeing models, musicians, established, and ones that are, kicking the doors. And then you're going to see, maestros like, Just Timber. And it's really beautiful. And I've got two amazing partners. I would not be able to do this, without them. I've got, my core team that focuses on the fashion, all the fashion space, and then I've got two partners which they're like my brother and sister, Mamudisile and Gentle Brothers, and we've come together as siblings. At this point we are siblings, and to put this experience together for people who have something to say, like yourself.
I think, what I'm picking up from this conversation, and also conversations that we've had in the past, is that it is important to, once you are established, don't stop dreaming. Continue to push the envelope in terms of what you are able to do. You were saying to me that fashion is your thing, you can do it in your sleep almost, but there is this element of the lifestyle that you wanted to bring in, your furniture, and it's just been at you,
bugging me for years.
And when did you decide, what, I'm gonna start this out, and it's like a new baby, that's like a new venture that you're going into now?
I think it was about a year, maybe a year and a half ago, a little over a year. I started dabbling, with furniture because I love beautiful things. I love textiles. And as a result, I was able to collaborate with a company called Hertex, and they are giants. It's a South African company, and they are giants in the decor and home space. They've got 10 showrooms in South Africa. And so I started there, and the concept of, you know, lifestyle, you know, over time, over just a few months, became clearer and clearer to me, because it just felt like it was something bigger than just, you know, fabric on a chair. It felt like I need people to sit on that chair and watch other people doing something else sitting on another chair. And like, it just felt like the right time for me to open my doors and show people what we've been up to, because the space has matured. You know, when we came in here, it's a big-ish kind of warehouse. And the space has matured. We've been working really, really hard in the last 4 years. We've been here for 4 years to get it to the space, and I really wanted to show it off. So it's also a very, very relaxed environment. It's like uyagochai, and there's a you know, gathering, you know,
Chilled
at home.
vibes.
It's very chilled
vibes, yeah.
and, you know, very authentic to me, very authentic to the brand. A lot of people know the brand, but they've never experienced it, and this is what, you know, it's about. And in my heart of hearts, I'm a true artist, and I want to see other artists win, and I understand my position as someone who has been greatly, you know, gifted with the stamina, and as well as you know, the stamina to kind of endure.
I like the stamina part, because
Yeah.
it's not always been easy, number
No.
one. And also, even now,
I
when
have a-
you pivot,
I have a six
still
pack.
not easy.
I have a six-pack.
Just like a six-pack, yeah.
Six-pack. When it comes to all the struggles, you know, I've kind of gone through. I really feel strong for it, even in my challenges. The other thing
Tell
I
me
wanted
about
to-
those challenges.
Okay, so the other thing I wanted to do this is, the reason I wanted to do this, because I also wanted to put myself in a position where I am a little bit challenged. I needed that.
Because that's how you grow.
Yes, also my team needed it. And I just cultivated it. I said, we don't have to always be, you know, in this space, but for this year, I want us to be.
Yeah.
I want us to be bothered. I want us to be staying up in the middle of the night thinking. I want us to be wondering if it's going to work out. There's something kind of that's got life, you know, in that concept. It just makes, you know, it gives me
It builds the
purpose.
six-pack.
It builds the six-pack, Baba. It's like going into the gym, you know.
It does.
It's a real, it's
It
a real
does.
challenge. And I like to work, Ayanda. I don't know if you do, but I mean, it's not even a good thing to say, but the truth is that I really enjoy to work, and I love what I do, and I am very maternal about it. So I've got people who have been working, you know, for me, with me for over 10 years. I care for them. I care for them. I care for the people. I've got clients that I grew, you know, up with. Some of them are good friends, best friends, actually. And they still buy for me. Sometimes they get a discount.
Yeah.
I'm very strict
Yeah.
about my business, but I friendship with.
Yeah.
But I'm very maternal about, you know, my business and my space. This is my purpose. It's not. This is my purpose. All of it. There is no difference between, you know, the fashion, or rather what I put in the fashion, or what I have put in the fashion, and what I'm going to put in this. It's just that this one is a baby.
Yeah. It's still starting.
It's still
Tell me about
starting.
the struggles about the baby, because I'm imagining someone
about this.
watching, thinking it's fine and well, Palesa's established, you know, so,
Yeah, so it must be
it's
easy.
for
No,
her too.
it's really not.
You know, so anyone who's thinking, I want to try something,
New.
something new, something different. I'm scared. I don't know.
Established or not.
Worried. Established or not. What do you, maybe your journey, the difficulties and the challenges you've had to overcome, and how they can learn from that, and what you'd like to say?
Yeah, you really, I was saying to someone yesterday, I was at an event yesterday, and I was saying to her, they were like, I really want to start printing my own fabrics, a fashion designer. I really want to start printing my own fabrics. And I said, the day you thought about it is the day you should have done something about it. How long ago was that? That's the day you should have made the call, done the research. Just make the call. Make the call, and then it's a step by step. There is no shortcut. You just have got to do it. But then you've got to kind of wait for the challenges. And and with a smile and a readiness to take them on. Don't think that I think the problem is not the actual challenge, it's thinking that there won't be any challenges. It's not that there's challenges, it's being surprised that, oh my God, life is so challenging. It's supposed to be. Otherwise, it's expect is come
on. So expect the challenges.
I think I've learned to know that no matter how great, especially when you are great. We're calling ourselves.
No, you have to, sis, because if you don't, who will? You have to recognize it in yourself.
When you
speak it into being,
you have to not be surprised. Maybe not expect challenges, but don't be surprised when they come up. So the challenges can be anything. I get bothered by everything. I get bothered by a garment being 2 centimeters too short. I'm like, oh my God, shoot me now. After 15 years, 2 centimeters short. Where are we going? The world is ending. That's one thing. And then I also get, kind of, bothered if, things aren't together in this space, especially because it's so new and we're doing it under this fancy, Mantso umbrella. But I do give myself some grace, not enough, but I do try to give myself some grace and I try to rest afterwards. So I can go into the challenges, the list will be very long, and I'm very grateful to be at a place where I'm challenged because it means that I'm getting sharpened. I'm getting sharpened, and I'm really, really great at that. So I'm grateful for that. So it can be anything, big and small. What was I saying to Chichi? That anything can really just kind of, set me off. But it's just because I care about what I do. I care about it. Some people might not be, bothered by some of the things that I'm bothered by, but I care, about it.
Yeah. I think, just trying to recall what we had spoken about very briefly and in closing, there are things that one dreams of and one desires to do, and then you're sitting at home and you're like, it won't happen, and then maybe you take the first step and then something looks promising, but then you have that trepidation, should I continue, should I not? And you said something to me so profound. You said, when you then decide that you're going to do something and you make that promise to yourself, you owe it to yourself to keep that promise and to keep going. That just rocked my world, by the way, because I sat at home and I made some promises to myself.
Yes, you did.
And I owe it to myself to keep those promises.
That's how this started. I did not call somebody and for permission to do it. I don't need to call someone for permission to carry on doing it. I just have to show up. It's for myself. There's a lot of people who are looking to be inspired. There are a lot of people who are looking at me and are already there with me. They are riding with me. I think it's about knowing that it is okay for you to do what is in your heart, big or small. If it keeps you up at night, it is worthy of your time, it's worthy of your money, and you have to invest in yourself. You have to spend your money on yourself, on your ideas. This country needs it, this industry needs it, and then that way the intention is very, very clear, and the right people will come for you. But you have to be willing to wait for them, because you have to know that you have to prove yourself. You have to do it. It's not, you have to pay your dues. I love paying my dues.
Yeah.
I'm up to date.
I'm right here paying my dues, girl. I'm right here paying
my dues. I'm up to date. But some people are just not. You have to be comfortable with the concept of paying your dues. You learn as you earn as you learn. So I'm really, really, comfortable with being, because I was an underdog for such a long time. I'm comfortable with all underdog concepts. I can live in that space, and I can also live with
the I've arrived.
Yes, with the I've arrived, because I have arrived.
Yeah.
But during the week, I have not arrived.
Yeah.
I am working.
So we push like the underdog.
I love to exist in both worlds. It keeps me grounded, and and focused, and it keeps me, it gives me it drives my spirit of serving, which is very important.
Love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
I
that
love
was
it.
good.
I love it. I'm about to transform.
Yeah, let's do that.
So you're going to transform me. This is the before, guys. Let's pay attention. This is the before. You're about to witness the after as we get a step closer to the performance. Stay with us. Don't go away. Yeah, the big reveal must come.
I think so. Let's go do it. Yay!
Okay, good. Let's do that.